Hello, Spring Lake Park High School colleagues, friends, and family. I'm here with one of our new colleagues, Justin Gagnon. We want to get to know Justin Gagnon. I have a series of questions we're going to walk through in order to do that. So, welcome to today's vidcast with Justin Gagnon. Justin, can you start by telling us about the institutions you have a diploma from or you've graduated from?
So I graduated from the University of Northwestern St. Paul with a bachelor's in kinesiology, phy ed, and health with minors in coaching and Bible.
Awesome.
Yep.
And high school?
I was at Elk River High School.
Awesome. What is a fun fact about you that others might not know or infer?
So I'm like a huge J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit nerd. Like I get really into reading the books and watching the movies and things like that. And being a athletics person, people typically don't expect that of me at all.
Wow. Very nice, Precious. That was for our Tolkien fans there. If you could make a living at anything, what would your dream job outside of education be?
I think I would want to be a sports psychologist, like specializing in helping athletes reach their highest potential in their brain, not necessarily their physical potential, but their mental capacity and potential, because we know how important that is for human performance.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool. So tell me, what led you to a career in education, Justin?
So I actually had a start in EMS as my background, and I started my 4-year degree experience at Northwestern as a kinesiology pre-therapy major with the plans on going to become a physical therapist. And we had a placement in one of our classes where we had to go to an elementary school and do an elementary phy ed class with the kids. And I think it was at that moment that I realized that my purpose and my calling wasn't like in a clinical setting, but it was out in the real world, making an impact for young kids. And I called my mom right after that was up and said I'm switching my majors, and the rest is history. Here I am.
How far along were you when you made that switch?
Like 2 months in. It was right at the beginning of the program.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. So that leads kind of into our next question, which is, in your work with students since that transition, what was one moment, or what is one moment or impact that you are proud of or that continues to resonate with you?
So when I was student teaching in elementary phy ed at University Avenue, right across the street, pretty much over there, I started eating lunch with the kids on like week 2, and I remember walking in and sitting down at a table, and a 3rd grader looked at me and he's like, teachers aren't supposed to eat lunch with the kids, just because that wasn't something that they were used to. But I realized that they wanted the teachers there with them eating lunch at least some of the days of a week. So that really stuck with me, and I realized that had a profound impact on the students when they see you outside of your classroom setting and sort of in a more relaxed, real life setting where you can actually like sit down and have conversations with them around a meal. So that's lasted with me, and something that I've done at all of my schools that I've been at so far.
That's great. The next question asks, what is an example of your jagged profile? And for our friends at home and in the viewing audience, a jagged profile is a representation that none of us are average at all things. None of us fit neatly into single categories or single definitions of who we are or how we might be, whether that's as a learner, as an educator, as an athlete, as a parent, as a friend. None of us are fit right down the middle on any single classification. So the question asks, what's an example of your jagged profile?
I am a really outgoing, loud, social person, but deep at my core, I'm super introverted. So I can go out and be loud and be social, but I really need that time alone every day to just unwind and relax and recharge. Otherwise, I'm not going to make it or function for the entire day. So it's kind of like two opposite attractions, I guess.
Interesting. That's definitely jagged.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. The last question today is, what is an aspiration you have for this school year? If this school year is wildly successful and you're able to point to an example of that at the end of the year, what might that be?
I think for my specific content, it would be if I have kids in my class who have traditionally hated phy ed from K through 8, and they come and find something, even if it's just one thing that they enjoy, that they can do their sophomore, junior, senior, college, adult lives that they enjoy doing that's physical, that's a win for me. That's a success for myself as a Phi Ed teacher. If I can get somebody that doesn't enjoy physical activity to find something that they can do for a lifetime, I've done my job. That's my goal.
Awesome. I really appreciate that points beyond this year and beyond high school. Because in the end, we're preparing kids for something beyond this moment, and we're hopeful that this moment influences their success there.
Yep.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
With that, again, I want to welcome and introduce and welcome one more time Justin Gagnon. I got tripped there. Justin Gagnon, new Phi Ed teacher here at Spring Lake Park High School, to all of you. Welcome, Justin.
Thank you.